I was supposed to continue writing video scripts on the first 2 episodes of the anime, reviewing on how it compares to the original source material. But something that came from episode 2 has been bugging me ever since, and it was the ending theme reveal for Blue Archive's animation. My first impression of the ED was the visuals, and the song really gives the... I didn't really think too much of it until I saw they posted the ED without the credits. So I started my second watch through of it and absorbed everything in. Maybe because it was 1 AM and it was sad boy hours, but I feel a little bit more emotional for some reason this time around. And then I started to cry. Visible wet tears when I wiped my face with the palm of my hand, not knowing why. There are several possible reasons why my eyes suddenly wanted to become a waterfall, but can't really pinpoint why is the case. So I did a thing like a normal person would. I opened Microsoft Word and wrote a 800 words essay trying to figure out why, at 3 o'clock in the morning. I also did an audio recording. Tried to listening to it the next day, and you already guessed what my reaction was. It was very cringy. Still, even though I listed a good amount of possible reasons why I cried on that 800 word document, I still feel like there are missing key parts on why I felt the way I did. With the ongoing curiosity on understanding my own emotions, I kept the ending song on my browser tab and tried to go through the same emotions I felt that day. I also came across a fan sub-translation on my YouTube recommendation. Credits to this Indonesian guy. When I was scratching my head replaying the ending theme while getting emotional, I realized something. It turns out it wasn't just a bit of nostalgia. The majority of it was nostalgia. The first seconds into the song, we listen to some synthwave instruments, a genre that screams retro. The micro-genre is usually used for an attempt to capture the 1980s era atmosphere, inspired by old video game aesthetics. Following with drums and guitar riffs that also captures the year 2000's band songs. Personally, from my experience, it reminded me of those old Indonesian band songs like Pirpan and Netji. A bright blue and white color palette on the visuals. They use some more vintage color grading that adds another layer of the nostalgia feel. Also, hey, post-production info here. I almost forgot to talk about the animation itself. The animation style or technique that they use is most likely rotoscoping animation. It's a process of creating animation by tracing over actual recorded live-action footage frame by frame. Probably the reason why some people watching this thought that the animation looks very smooth, but at the same time looks kinda off.
Why is the animation so freaky right now? What? It looks so real.
Because the rotoscoping technique is usually used so the animation looks more closer to what live is rather than it's trying to be traditional, which is an important detail later on. The camera angles also support the vintage feel, having a lot of wide-angle shots very reminiscent of 90s till 2000s music videos. Speaking of reminiscing, the lyrics itself talks about reminiscing about the past. The thing about nostalgia though, it's usually a bittersweet feeling. Doing it too much will cause an overwhelming sadness. Giving an impression that Hoshino is talking about the past while trying to accept that the good old days won't repeat like it used to. The next lines of lyrics talks about not only the good times, but also a bit of self-reflection they've had along the way. And this is the part where the song broke me. It's me right at home. It resonated with me because I used to do the same thing. Give me a moment. Back when I was still in late middle school till high school, I would usually bring my DSLR whenever I go to an eventful place and, well, record moments to edit, compile, and share it for some Instagram high school clout because back then, I was known to be the class video editor. I graduated high school 6 years ago, and after finishing college, I don't really go out anymore like used to. When I look back through those old videos, I don't even remember the last time I contacted the people that appeared on those videos. They have their own lives now. Even if I try to go to the same place as before, I cannot replicate those moments. Just like what the song lyric says. Cherished and important moments are always the things that you realized after it happened. I finally found out the reason why I find this anime ending very emotional. We as human beings tend to yearn for the past that no longer exists. The moments, the places, the people, and the you that are younger are no longer here. The realization that we cannot go there anymore. We cannot regain the time that has lasted. Then the final scene of Ayane. Don't live in memories. Go make new ones. As a local fox girl would say. Thank you, Donnie, for letting me steal your quote. I love this ending theme very much. It just doesn't only perfectly capture one of the main themes of Blue Archive, which is youth, but also kinda makes you go through and makes you remember what that is. It reminded you the good times you've had, but also letting you know that there are always other good times somewhere in the future. Well, at least that's my interpretation of it, and the message from that interpretation really resonated with me.